evening, everyone. I, Radhika, take this opportunity to welcome everyone present over here to the valedictory function of 1 week national workshop on recent trends in semiconductor IC design, a hands-on approach. So on this occasion, I take the proud privilege to welcome our dignitaries onto the dais.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, dear participants of this 6-day workshop on this, VLSI domain. On behalf of the department, I welcome you all for this valedictory session. So very good response that we have seen for this national workshop on VLSI design with a hands-on approach. Totally 162 participants have registered. Whatever the knowledge that gained, especially with respect to the students, there are good number of participants from this category. Whatever the motivation that you gain, you please don't look at back, and with a similar kind of a motivation, work hard and try to grab the opportunities in this particular VLSI domain. So just now in the panel discussions, all our experts are specifically mentioning, there is a good number of opportunities by 2027. So one of the recent report says that there is a, by 2027, from 2.5 lakh to 3 lakhs scarcity of, employees in this particular VLSI domain, it including both, design and fabrication and packaging and testing. So the students who have attended this particular course and whatever the motivation that you gain, you please, after going to your institution, you please with the same motivation, you practice and try to get acquaintance with the tools that you may be having at your institution, or else you can also collaborate with the institutions where this particular VLSI design tools are there. From our department also, I welcome you all for you, our department to use our facility and try to get acquaintance with the tools and be ready to face, upcoming opportunities. So with these few words, I thank all the participants, and also I special thanks to our Vijnana Telangana representatives by name, Dr. Banu Prakash Reddy Garu and Sri Ramakrishna Garu and Satya Kamal Garu, all really, and Raju Garu, especially they helped a lot and collaborated with us to organize this 6-day event. With their help and support, we could able to, catch more number of organizations to be the part of this particular event. So with these few words, I once again thank all the participants, for attending this particular course. Thank you all.
Now I request some of the participants to give feedback about our workshop.
Good evening, everyone. I am Musha from VNR College. Basically, with an interest in VLSI, most of the students have joined in, especially MTech, because we have specialization called VLSI design. So, without knowing anything, fundamentals of anything in VLSI, there are so many students who joined this subject just because there's a lot of, not everybody, but most of them, because there's a lot of boom in the country, because everybody is saying semiconductors, there's a lot of scope, this and that. So, because of this workshop, I think we all got a kind of reality check, like what exactly is happening, because we know there is something going on, but what exactly is going on, we don't know. So because of this workshop, because there are so many people who are associated in this field, from the market and from the industry level. So because of that, and because of listening to so many talks given by everybody, people like me especially got a reality check that something, not just something random things are going on, there are so many things which are very, very much meaningful. So thanks for the workshop actually from a student perspective. And specifically talking about one particular talk or one particular session which I was so interested in was the one which Dr. Deepak Mishra sir from ISRO, because I was always interested in activities done by ISRO, but yesterday only I got an eye opener that VLSI can contribute so much towards the ISRO. So thank you for the, especially for that session, because it personally affected me a lot. And um, yeah, coming to the hands-on sessions, basically everybody is expecting, I mean, as a student, what we think is if we know more number of tools or much about the tool, we'll get easy jobs. So that is a student perspective generally. So we don't know that we have so many fundamentals required at least to use a tool. Because of the hands-on sessions, what we got to experience here, so because of that, we understood that it's not about how better you know the tool, it's about how fundamentally you understand how a tool works. And the hands-on session were really very helpful for people, for students like us. So overall, it was a great experience, and expecting more and more interactions from different colleges, because everybody wants to study at OU or Osmania University, but we don't have that opportunity. So if we have opportunities like this coming forward in future also, it will be very much beneficial for all the colleges. So yeah, thank you.
This is Asha Devi from Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology. It gives me an immense pleasure to being a part of this 6 days hands-on workshop. I really enjoyed. My heartfelt appreciations and congratulations for this organizing in a grand manner. And as I have participated throughout these 6 days of this workshop, the talks, the intellectual talks given by industry people and NIT, Patri sir, and the hands-on sessions equally well balanced in a manner. I really appreciate for this, and I literally enjoyed all the sessions. And I want to add one thing, because the session going just previously, how to improve the VLSI to sustain core in the industry. What are the changes to be made in the academia? Being an academician, I want to share this view. Earlier, Krishnakant sir said 2 years of theory, later practicals. Instead of that, it's better to have 50-50. One theory related lab. Like even EDC subject we are teaching, immediately lab is there, the diode transistor character. Instead of uh, in addition to that, we can keep even standard cell design, the cadence, the schematic till transient response. Even after studying this DLD, Verilog HDL can be keep the associated lab with Xilinx. So all these such a changes, if possible, to happen in the curriculum, it will be a great improvement to come out after BTech. It will be industry ready, at least somewhat in better manner. That is my opinion to share with you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, sir. This is V. Srija from Stanley College of Engineering for Women. Actually, I would be very thankful to you, sir, for providing FPGA kits to the students. In my experience, when I'm going to the internship on the VLSI course, they did not provided me FPGA board, as those boards are very costly. So for that, I'm very grateful to you, sir, and also for the cadence tool, because as the cadence tool is a very important thing for the students who want to enter into this hardware or core related jobs. So for that also, very thankful to you, sir, and for the food also, sir. Thank you.
From Matharshri Engineering College. As Madam said that any college can come, as Chandrasekhar sir also said that any college can utilize. Actually, I want to thank Chandrasekhar sir and Ramakrishna sir and all the team members here, principal sir, who has given us, we are fortunate that our college has got C2S internship for our students, and the students are also fortunate. I am one of the coordinator for that, and I thank even our HOD sir. We are part of it. We have already got that opportunity. And when I have come to sir that for this purpose, I don't know what actually for what purpose I have come. Only our HOD sir has said that you just go and ask Chandrasekhar sir, I have come here. So later I could understand that whatever the internship we have got, as the students, they are doing the project, they are claiming as a major project here. We are part of C2S. And I'm happy that later, I think even it has got in the newspaper, sir. I have seen the article. I was happy that might be a minute module we are doing it, but still I'm happy to share. We are fortunate to get. So I think even other colleges also can get this opportunity. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very thankful for that. And the 6 days program, it was like precise, sir, 1 hour. Actually, they planned for 2.5 hours, 2 hours, morning session, afternoon session. This was well planned. Many speakers were there, 1 hour, which was precise because as a faculty, obviously, I think everyone know we can't hear more than 1.5 hours. This is a problem we have. Let's say this is a practical thing. 1 hour, it was precise and it was industry oriented because faculty, as a faculty, we only are academic, we only know the curriculum and we teach a curriculum. But what exactly is going on in the industry, that we are not aware that much. Only through articles we might give the information to the students, but practically the persons from industry has given us a lot of information from that. So we have got that opportunity. It was well organized, ma'am. Radhika ma'am, all the team members, I appreciate for that. All the members, with everyone, each and everyone, we have got much information, well organized, and it was planned very properly. Thank you, sir.
Me, I was attracted with the word Indian perspective. You did a wonderful job, sir. I was worried, how can I contribute to our country? We are left behind 30 years. This is a slogan rest of the world is looking at. It is not like that. I got the confidence that our India can do better, and you did a good job for the Indian perspective. I totally appreciate. My trip is successful, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your active participation. Sir, sure.
I think this is a great workshop, but just, to sum up the feelings and message of these 3 students, this is what actually, when Vibha wanted to work with the university on this kind of workshop, but by then Professor Chandrasekhar was already ahead of it. But couple of my colleagues in the Vibha, Vignan Bharati, were exactly thinking about this feeling, the interaction between industry and academia. So now I think the VNR student really said, we know something going on and all that, so, and something in a random and all that, but now they got the perspective, and as my other friend said, Indian perspective, and what is the potential, and where are we? Our main problem is the confidence. Just now somebody said, I think we are nowhere behind anybody. Only thing is, getting to know the picture is very important, and I think it's a good beginning, and from Vijnana Bharati, of course, my seniors will talk about it. I must really thank Professor Chandrasekhar and my colleague Pradeep for getting into this whole business. I have one last comment to the engineering college students or faculty here. As the student said, if you want to have more of this kind of programs, we are ready to conduct and we are ready to get the resource persons, but you come forward and we will do it for you. Thank you. And last word, I think Radhika and Praneeth, they are exceptional. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting. And one of the person was saying, so see, to access C2S program, so you need to just now C2S program is open to all colleges for EDA tools at least. So you can go to c2s.gov.in. There is a chip-in center tab. How to request EDA tools? You need to just you have to train the manpower in VLSI. All CAD and Siemens, Silvacos, Keysight and ANSYS, all tools will be given to your institute. And regularly, every week, I think Chandrasekhar sir knows, every week we conduct online trainings, EDA flow trainings. Anybody, any college can part of C2S program. There is no issue. Thanks. Thank you.
Now, good evening. This is the last session we are undergoing. Sir, you can give that information. I will share with our participants. We have the group. I will send the information to. Yeah. No, we people we do it immediately. No problem. Yeah. Dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, and my invitees, faculty of ECE department, my dear participants, I am very happy. Actually, this was the plan I had long back. Actually, I wanted to do with IEEE CAS. We have, it is one of the vibrant chapters of Hyderabad section, IEEE, Circuits and Systems and Electronic Devices. Krishnakant was vice chair, I was chair earlier. And almost we have good amount of time, money also there. And we wanted to do that under IEEE CAS chapter, and it was formally approved also. But later there was some, there was problem, then they could not do that particular event. So I was crunch of funds that time. So therefore, when I wanted to conduct in October, long back we planned. In fact, whoever are the speakers today, till today they came, all of them committed, even in March, April itself they committed. So that's what the love and affection I have towards them. In fact, today, Srihari sir has come. Today is an auspicious day of Hindus, that is Subramanya Shashti. He has to go now and perform puja in his house. But he forgotten, he committed to us and he came. So that was the love and affection towards us. They came all the way and come that. But due to financial crunches, we could not do that one in October. Then what to do? Like that we were in struggle. Earlier, we had one program we conducted with Pravinji, that is Sasat one. So I was sending all the financial that is requests to everyone. That's how I sent to Pravin. Then Pradeep Agarwal ji. Then that's the turning point for our really this event, I am telling you. So that triggered, and he started. Once he has committed, he is like Mahesh Babu. So, so he is still till now. Once he has committed now, so he is after that. So that is the organizational skills he has. Really, I'm very grateful to you, sir. It is all because of you. Then, of course, we had a meeting in NIN. Then later on, then others have joined, and then everything was materialized. So we are very happy and honored to be associated with VIBA, Vijnana Bharati Telangana. It is the real motive. That's what he said. Actually, my idea is we are all doing something. When we started our VLSI, PhD and all, we don't have so many tools. Yesterday, Rajshekhar also was mentioning, we don't have so many tools with us. And the computers also were not so fast also. But we could do something. But we were a little bit jealous about IITs and NITs, because they also have good number of projects, good number of facilities. They are able to fabricate. If fabrication is done, they get the journal publication. Because we cannot do fabricate, we cannot get the good quality publications. So that's what the problem. But thanks to MITI, then we are happy that earlier it was there, as he mentioned, category only they were pertaining to NITs and IITs. Then later they have opened that to the different categories. Under category 2, state government, universities as well as private engineering colleges with a partnership of industry. So we got this project, category 2 project we got. So this really motivated us to get trained ourselves. As he mentioned, every day we'll have one training program conducted by CDAC Bangalore. So that's what the spirit they have. And then once we are trained, so the main objective of CTS program is to train the manpower in this domain. So for which really thanks to our head of the department, he supported me a lot. Without head's support, we cannot do anything in the department. So he has given a free hand to us so that we are able to do this particular event in this particular category. In fact, Banuji and Ramakrishna ji will tell. So we wanted to stop at 50, sir, that day. You remember? Then he said, why you stop for 50 people? Right? You encourage everyone. Okay, you stop. For example, lab sessions you cannot handle. Then you stop for lab sessions for 50. Then for the classes, theory sessions you can handle for other people. That's what the discussion went well. So in fact, till 10 days before, we had only party registrations. We were a little bit worried. Right? So how to go ahead and all. Then later, there is exponential thing has happened. So suddenly it has come. Now we were under tremendous pressure. In fact, we got some calls from some people that one person please give permission. Like that happened. So now we stopped it because industry participants also we wanted to accommodate. So we stopped it. That 162 participants have come as he reported. And then we had inauguration session on the Monday. and then 18 invited talks we had, and 14 hands-on sessions we had. Of course, hands-on training, I know it is very difficult to satisfy all the student friends. I know very well, because industry participants means, yes, we can do it because we have the limitation of the laboratory. Yes, but I assure you, I promise you, sir, we could not do ASIC implementation that day. So ASIC implementation, yes, we have to do it for our BE students as well as MTech students. I thought you give that feedback to me, info, and then, but I commit you, I promise you that not every day like this lunch, because you cannot provide, now accounts are closed now. So, but I am assure you that 2 days are like that, 2-hour session, something like that, I plan for you. ASIC implementation, this is very, very important, because it is really, for me also it is a new experience, ASIC implementation. FPGA we have done, but ASIC implementation we didn't do it, but now we are doing it. But I assure you that 2 hours like that we can have for our students who could not do ASIC implementation straight away. So this is what I would like to mention. And I thank our resource partner, that is AMD India, sponsors. The first sponsor is our Telangana State Council for Higher Education, and then BEM Technologies, Sensor Research Society, IEEE CAS Society, Coral Technologies, Apollo Microsystems, Anand Technologies, ECIL, ISCC, Sai Microsystems and Smart Waves, and the total workshop is supported by IESA. So I don't want to thank Vijnana Bharati, because I am also now becoming member of Vijnana Bharati. So we are the part of Vijnana Bharati. Sir, on this August gathering, I want to give one assurance that any event from Vijnana Bharati, we are ready to host it, because the science and engineering are very important, which have to go a long way, that too in Indian scenario. So we wanted to have, how long we see developing country, we want to see the developed country. So we want to do that. So I want to, as a principal, I want to, not only this ECE department, sir, mechanical, electrical, biomedical engineering we have, that also is a special department we have in the college. And this computer science, of course, AML engineering, mining engineering we have. So where anything connected with, anything connected with the technology, events are there, we are ready to host, and we are ready to organize the events in future. Thank you. So these are the things I wanted to tell. And as far as the category 2 C2S program is concerned, as I mentioned, all softwares are there, but we are handicapped with hardware, being government college. So there are several financial issues where one department cannot get so much funding for the laboratory. Thanks to our 1993 BE batch celebrating 50 years of their engineering, so they have contributed 50 lakhs plus another 10 lakhs, 60 lakhs they have contributed, and one hardware lab we are establishing. That is actually one day before the event it has come. So now it is there, one server, high-end server, and also we have standalone systems where we can run chip design as well as artificial intelligence. It is so, we wanted to create a center for excellence, in center of artificial intelligence and integrated circuit. We wanted to go together, where we wanted to give training the manpower. First objective is, we have committed ADPLL, that is there. We have to develop one ADPLL as a program. In addition to that, train the manpower. You have seen Hyderabad is the hub of student power. So we wanted to give training as many as possible to our student friends. We wanted to give training, and then we wanted to give internship to the students. So we wanted to provide internships, and for that reason, I request industry participants, industry partners also to come forward to give mentoring to our students. It is something like an exchange, Sachaji. So we can go ahead with some projects, some mini projects or something like that, we can do it with our students. And then with the companies like ECIL, RCA and all, we wanted to do R&D projects also in the future. They are keeping these objectives, we wanted to go forward in this event. So these are some of the points I would like to mention in this August gathering. So
Science
thank you all.
movement, which was the Kerala chapter of Gyan Bharati. And we had our Professor VP N. Namburi, who was the Dean of Technology in Cochin University of Science and Technology. So we were a small group, but we were also like, you were thinking about India's um, challenges in semiconductor. We were also thinking about all those things. So one of the information we had was that the semiconductor complex in Chandigarh was burned, and we are lagging. So we knew that, we heard that Science and Technology Minister at that time, Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi, was coming to Cochin. We discussed a lot, prepared something that we wanted to actually request him, somehow please do something about semiconductors. I am not coming from a semiconductor background, so I don't know much about it, but we also had all these discussions that time. From that day to now, maybe in the past 25 years, as we have all heard today, India has progressed so much in leaps and bounds, economically, technologically, academically, in almost every aspect. In 2004, December, we had a tsunami. Thousands of people died, passed away. Huge impact was there. Then India wanted a tsunami warning system. US had it, I think some others also had it. But they were obviously not giving us the latest one. And also the cost was very huge. Today, as we speak, there is an institution in Hyderabad, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Systems, INCOIS. Few months back, I had the opportunity to go to INCOIS and see their tsunami warning system. I had seen it 3-4 years back. So it was like when we see that satellite goes, we see that in Sriharikota or displays and everything. We don't understand much out of it, right? We see the the path that was actually thought of, and what is the path it is following, all those graphs and everything. Today they have made it an extremely GUI, graphical user interface display system. And it is one of the best tsunami warning systems in the world. How was that made? There was a secretary of Ministry of Earth Science, Dr. Shailesh Naik. So when we asked for the tsunami warning system, it was not coming and all. He got many people in India, maybe somebody from ISRO, somebody from INCOI, somebody from the sonar, maybe NPOL lab also. And he asked, what is the system if we break into pieces? So there is a sonar which actually picks up the disturbances in the sea when an earthquake happens. It transmits it to the satellite. That is then received in a land this thing. They convert it into a similar model which they have been working out for years, and then they predict this is going to be this. So that is the, basically, I am not telling you. So he said, okay, you have the sonar capability, you have the satellite capability, you have the capability to do the modeling, and you have the capability to disseminate. So why don't we integrate? And that is how India's tsunami warning system has happened. This is not just the one thing. Every time we were denied a technology, be in nuclear. Today, India has operationalized the I think it is Bhavini, the fast breeder reactor. Probably after the French, we are the ones who are doing it. And fast breeder reactor is a technology because we have huge deposits of thorium. It is like an eternal energy source and a very complex system we have operationalized on our own. But India was sanctioned, especially after the Buddha Smiles in 1971, India's Pokhran 1, and then the Pokhran 2 in 98. India was sanctioned. Because India was sanctioned, we couldn't go for imports, and we developed our own technology. You get my point. In space, we were sanctioned. Because of sanctions today, we have Chandrayaan 3 touching the south pole of the moon. Just remember, after the Chandrayaan 1, the Guardian newspaper came out with a cartoon. The cartoon was, there was an elite club and a beggar coming knocking, and that was India, and they say he wants to enter the space club. We have entered the space club with a bang by sending moon soft landing on the south pole, and at the cheapest cost. Now Revant Reddy ji is here from CDAC. The founder of CDAC, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, he was the president of Vigyan Bharati for 14 years. He gave us the vision of Vigyan Bharati. So, how he came out with the Param supercomputer? India was denied Param supercomputers by the US. The then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi asked a 35-year-old Vijay Bhatkar, can you make it? They gave him all the support, and India made the Param supercomputer. In 1885, a young scientist, Jagadish Chandra Basu, returned from London. I think he was from the University of not Edinburgh, another university. He was the student of Lord Rayleigh, who went on to be a Nobel laureate. He came to India with a recommendation letter from Lord Rayleigh, and Lord Rayleigh was known to Lord Ripon, who was the viceroy. And Rayleigh knew his student was very good, so he suggested to the Presidency College in Calcutta that please give him a faculty position. The Presidency College was not interested. But since again Lord Ripon mentioned, they gave him a position. But there was a system then in India. There was an imperial education system which consisted of only the British, who got the salary, full salary, and a provincial education system who received only 2/3 of that salary. And the Presidency College authorities said, since you are being appointed on a temporary basis, you will be getting only half of the provincial education system, which will be actually 1/3 of the salary his counterparts are getting. Jagadish Chandra Basu said, I will not take a single rupee, but I will teach. For 3 years, that young scientist, young faculty, he taught. After which, because of his caliber, because of his capacity, the British had to finally lose. They accepted their mistake, and the system of two salaries was removed, and he was provided with retrospective effect. And with that salary, he started a laboratory, which later on went to become the Basu Vigyan Mandir, which after independence is called the Bose Institute in Calcutta today. And that Bose Institute houses the first semiconductor which was used as a receiver for microwaves. Even today you can go and see, he has used it with jute and everything. So somebody said, somebody said, I couldn't go to the US university, so I am getting an opportunity here. But we have people like Jagadish Chandra Basu, Chandrasekhara Venkatraman, who received the Nobel Prize in 1930 for his paper on Raman effect, which was the first Nobel Prize in science for an Indian. Not just that, it was the first Nobel Prize in science for an Asian. Not just that, it was the first Nobel Prize in science for a non-white person. And he got this whole experiment done by using what we call all these waste people are there. No, in Malayalam we call it akri. he got small things from there mostly and made his spectroscopy. Now comes the next part of that thing, and that is where we actually have to understand. I had an opportunity to go to the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science around 3 years back. We were celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So November 7th is the birthday of Chandrasekhar Venkatraman. We had a program there. There is also Indian Institute of Chemical Biology, IICB, just next to IACS. IACS was established by Mahendra Lal Sarkar as an institution for doing science by Indians for Indians in 1876, even before the Indian National Congress was established. And there, Chandrasekhar Venkatraman in Calcutta, he was in the British government service on an administrative post. So the IACS requested him, this lab is open to you anytime. You can come and use it even after office hours. So C.V. Raman started going there in the evenings after his office work, and till night he used to work. And that is how he brought out this paper on, published this paper on Raman effect and Raman spectroscopy. In 1998, India had the second Pokhran nuclear explosion, and we were sanctioned. And one of the things that was sanctioned, can you imagine, was Raman spectroscopy. And in 2022, probably, or 2022, November, I went to IACS. The director of IICB, which is just one wall across, was with me in that program, Arun Bandopadhyaya. So he narrated an anecdote. IICB tendered for a Raman spectroscopy. They got tenders, and then after the tender were opened, the administrative people came panicking to the director. Arun Bandopadhyaya said, there is a problem. What is the problem? The L1, all senior people know, the students will know, the lowest one, because in government we have to buy the lowest one, quotation, has come from an Indian institution. It was the EMPIRI in Bhopal, which is a CSIR institute. They developed Raman spectroscopy, and they quoted for this, and they became L1. So the administration in IICB was panicking that an Indian institution has quoted the L1. If we give them the order, will it be having the quality for something that was designed and produced by C.V. Raman, which was sanctioned by US after so many decades, and after 97 years, Arun Bandyopadhyaya told him, no, fine, we will go with it. I met him last week at Guwahati. He said, even now it is functioning very well. So this is the problem. He mentioned about confidence. We have to have the confidence. For almost 18 centuries, India was having 20 to 30% of the global GDP. In 1857, when the Britishers came, the Bengal presidency alone was so rich that it funded the first industrial revolution. Now he talked about industrial revolution 4.4. I think Raju sir talked about industrial revolution 4.4. We missed it because the resources from India was taken to London, and they funded their industrial revolution. Even despite that, the Manchester textiles could not compete with Dhaka muslin. So the Britishers went and cut the thumb of the weavers of Dhaka so that their textiles can compete with Indian textiles. That is the kind of capabilities India has. And even today, you just look at US, all the top tech companies, most of them are from India. So there is some issue why we are not able to do it in India. So that is for the younger generation to think and sort out without losing much time, so that we actually achieve what Dr. Abdul Kalam said. He was asked a question, when will you consider India as a developed nation? And he said, we have to bring back the days of Nalanda. So we are a knowledge society. So let us build on our strengths with confidence, and we will make it as a developed India. That's all. Namaste.
Thank you very much, sir. Your message is so informative as well as inspirational. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. And may I now request our today's chief guest, Shri G.N. Rao Garu, former DG DRDO, to welcome.
Respected Principal, College of Engineering, Osmania University, Head of the Electronics Department, and Vivekananda Paiji, and the participants and the dignitaries of the dais, a very good afternoon. Actually, I was thinking of attending some of these sessions, but I could not attend, but I have seen whichever is posted on the group. So I pleasantly surprised to see the quality of the presentations and the teachings, what you had, and the interactions. And as your principal sir has pointed out, the industry participation was very high. And as we are complaining right now in industry, as I came from the laboratory, I think there is a participation from our defense labs also in this workshop. And we complain saying that, of course, I am also a fresh engineer when I joined the organization. So fresh people lack the required skills for immediately taking up the job. Everybody wants an experience. So the fresh engineer complains that where from I will get the experience. So this is a egg and chicken story, and who will bell the cat? Now I am happy that College of Engineering and Head of the Department Electronics has taken up upon themselves to bridge this gap and provide that opportunity for the students as well as to the staff and some of our engineers also who have joined and looking for the exposure of the industry. So this is a good opportunity for the students, and we have seen from the feedback also, everybody has thoroughly enjoyed and got the inspiration to go into the IC design field and semiconductor design field. And as we have seen in the sessions also, when open session was there, there was a question saying that what is the contribution of the semiconductor design to the defense and how we cope it. And somebody has said, what is the international perspective also, international this thing. So one small example we will give you. Now you know the radars. We have all read in radars, no? Electronics people. So now radars are no more mechanical rotating antenna things. So you see in Skolnick, the radar is given as a big antenna rotating. But no more it is like that. It is a static one, and you don't know whether it is a radar also, and it is doing the 360 degrees coverage also, and all the way looking into the sky, every nook and corner. This is possible through the semiconductors and the amplifiers and the driving chips which are using. Put it in a broad way. That is called ECE. You might be reading. Even these modern aircrafts which we are having, also having a ECE radar. Because in the aircraft nose you have a radar which cannot be rotated 360 degrees, or left and right and up and down. So without moving the radar, you can scan the entire spectrum or entire space using the ECE technology, active array scanning array. So for that, basic element is a solid state amplifier. So when we have made that radar for one of our weapon system, we imported and we have used it, and we made a prototype. Then we went for production, they simply denied it. They neither say they are giving, they will neither say they are not giving also. So we are put on tenterhooks. So our order was there, and they are not giving, they are not saying neither. So we went up to the ambassador level, but nothing avail. So you know the ways and tactics of, as Paisa told, that how they put sanctions on the developing countries so that they will not come into the high-tech areas. So then one of our industry here took upon themselves and designed this, but we could not fabricate. They went to Taiwan, they fabricated that chip, and we are using successfully now, and we are making that radar in-house. So this is a chain of the events. So this is the international repercussion which we have, and the technology denials which we have, and how do we cope it with that. And for that, now as everybody has told in the open session, that India, as a government of India, has taken up themselves and announced a big mission, semiconductors, and bringing up all big industries into this to invest and start the fabrication fabs, you know it. So now again complaint. So fabs we will put, but what to do with the manpower? Who will man them? As we had a discussion, somebody has told that even packaging persons also have to be trained to handle such a high-tech industry. That is a very high-tech industry. That is why we don't have right now. So if you see this total chain of events and the total life cycle of the product in the semiconductors, it is a fully established outside, but we don't have to establish ourselves. We have to train manpower, our engineers, our technicians, our handling people also, as people have brought it out. So I believe this kind of sessions and workshops are the baby steps to go towards that, even though it is not a full-fledged training of 6 months, 1 year or something, but 5 years conducting a course is a Herculean task for academic institutions. As somebody told, even in the laboratories, we don't conduct courses for 5 days. We conduct only 1 or 2 days. Because giving people resources, as your principal sir has pointed out, and the logistics and everything is enormous issue. But bracing all the issues and coming forward to conduct that and successfully conducting, I congratulate Principal College of Engineering, Osmania University, and the head of the Department of Electronics, ECE of Osmania University, and the beneficiary will appreciate what kind of efforts have gone into this kind of a, this one. When Vijnana Bharati, as Paisab has pointed out and some others have pointed out, when we discussed, now the buzzword is semiconductors, and we don't have the exposure, and our youth are starving for that. So what to do? Then we have to partner with somebody and conduct courses. There are people like AMD, and we have our industries which have come, and they are ready to come and tell, but there should be a platform. There should be some institution to hold and all those things. And I appreciate Osmania University has come forward and conducted this course so that the resource persons could come and deliver to the audience, who are the students and staff and the engineers of the labs and all those things. So I see a spectrum of participation, and it is heartening to note that 150 plus participants are there. It is never heard, as somebody has pointed out, it is only 50, 60 participants normally in the workshops and all those things. 150 is a very good number, and I appreciate your participation, and I hope you will carry forward this learning, whatever you have done, and exposure given to you, and choose this field as your career. As somebody has pointed out, even though the software sway is there, if you come and work in this field, somebody has promised whatever the salaries they have told, I think you have had it right. What level of remuneration you will get, even in the hardware field. Use the software to design the hardware and realize the hardware. Because hardware is the backbone of the entire system in the electronics or in any other case. So you take it in right perspective and choose the correct career options based on the exposure given in this workshop. I hope you will do that. And Vibha, we had a discussion also earlier, and they wanted to take it to the next level and make a bigger workshop also. And your principal sir has already volunteered that he will join hands with Vibha and conduct many more workshops and further courses kind of things to give an exposure to the students in those fields where industry requirements are there. So industry is looking for skilled hands. There is a Skill India and a lot of missions are there, they are working so hard. But this is not done in anywhere else. So we should have this kind of workshops more, and students should get exposed, and staff should get exposed to the industry and what is happening in the industry. Use those feedbacks and exposure to become again engineers and technologists in the field, which helps the country. As Mr. Vivekananda Pai has told, the country does not lack skill or enthusiasm or the hands. It's only opportunity to be given. So now we are seeing the opportunity coming. Please utilize, and I appreciate the participation and the workshop, and I wish all the best to the university and the head of the department of the ECE to go ahead and conduct many more courses like this and provide opportunities for our youth and the students to excel in their career opportunities and choose correct opportunities. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, faculty members, participants, research scholars, students, good evening all. I consider it a great privilege to propose vote of thanks to this valedictory function on the occasion of 1 week national workshop on recent trends in semiconductor IC design in Indian perspective, a hands-on approach, organized by Department of ECE, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, in association with Vibha Telangana. First and foremost, I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor M. Kumar, Sir, for the key inputs before starting the workshop activities. Thank our Principal, Sir, and HOD, Sir. Both of them are backbone of this workshop. A huge round of applause, please. It's been 2 months. Meantime, we had NBA inspection also. So every day it is used to be 11:30 night. And again we used to come in the morning at 9 o'clock. Before all staff comes, our principal sir and HOD comes. So thank you, sir. We have a lot to learn from both of you. Thank you, sir. Then we'd like to thank our chief guest, Sri G.N. Rao Garu, former Director General, DRDO. Then guest of honor, Sri Vivekananda Pai Garu, National General Secretary, Telangana, Vijnana Bharati. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion, for your key inputs and enlightening our participants. Then we would like to thank MITI, Government of India, and CDAC Bangalore for their support throughout this C2S project. Also, we'd like to thank today's speakers, Dr. Krishnakant Avulur, CTO Mossad Labs, Professor P. Srihar Rao Garu from NIT Warangal, Mr. Venkatreddy Garu from CDAC Bangalore. Thank you, sir. Thank you all resource persons for your key inputs. Yes, and managements of the research organizations, ECIL, DRDO, etc. We'd like to thank them for sparing their staff or students. Then we'd like to thank teaching, non-teaching staff, research scholars and PG students of this department. Then we'd like to, special thanks goes to our team of research scholars led by Radhika Garu and Praneeth, Shivani, Narendra and Tawfiq. They also spend a lot of time. Because of this NBA inspection and this workshop, we had spent a lot of time in the department. Okay, we used 9 to 11, 11:30, 12. Again, come back in the morning. Okay, we all had families, but we have what I can say what. Okay, so thank you all research scholars and project associates. Yes, okay. And one more thing, on a lighter note, there are some persons who maintained 100% in this workshop. On a lighter note, please. Okay, all have attended, but special thanks goes to video coverage team. 200% attendance. From this video coverage team from EMRC, Osmania University, led by Dr. P. Raghupati, Director, EMRC OU, and P. Kavita Garu, Producer, P. Krishnaveni, Production Assistant, G. Bhanuprakash Garu, Technician, Sudhakar Garu, Unit Helper, and Manoj, Camera Person. Thank you all.